This is going to be today's picnic location. Amongst the trees. Got to get back out into the trees. Back in the Coconino National Forest. Got a nice little spot. Drive in, there was still some snow and a lot of mud. But this is a pretty nice little spot. It's right off the main Forest Service road there, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work, right, Gare? He's just glad to be back out in the forest. Okay, so that was a quick and easy setup. I really like this kitchen. It's super simple to set up and get everything going. I'm going to make some lunch. I'm going to get my chair out here in a minute, but I'm going to start some bacon, which is going to make somebody really happy. Oh, piece. Good stuff, huh? And there we go. A couple of burgers. Sad little buns. But hey, it's edible. well, done with lunch, cleaned up, and now it's time for Gary's after lunch walk. So we'll just take a little stroll here through the forest as I stumble over pine cones. And I've said it before on previous videos, but out here in the Coconino, the section that I'm at, a couple of years ago, as you can tell, this place was hit with a pretty big fire. Everything is coming back just nicely. I don't know if this camera picked up any of the sounds, but I just love the sound of the wind through the pine trees. So we're just gonna take a little stroll here, see what we can see, and get hung up on trees. Alright, so I don't know what kind of plant this is, but it seems to be growing in certain areas pretty well. It's a furry looking plant. You can see there's some all over here. Alright, let's go this way. Come on. Boy, he loves being out in the forest with all these smells. This way, Gary. Hey, come on. Thank you for not getting tangled up in that bush. So, he's got to leave his mark. Alright. So this little spur that we pulled off on, looks like there's a few camp spots. Another one here. Looks like a pretty big one. Nice big fire ring. I'm gonna go around this little tree. Yeah. Oh, we should have pulled back here. I'll have to look at the maps. I don't know if there's camping here still or not, but it is definitely a nice big spot. Looks like we're coming up on a little ravine here, downslope. There's no snow still over here. A little bit down the road I saw a bunch of snow still on the ground, and it was very, very muddy. But it's not so bad here. Not so bad. Nice big spot. Alright, Gary left me a present. I gotta pick it up. Okay. Got his little present all wrapped up, and he's dragging a stick behind him. I tell you, pugs. I don't know. Gary, hey, stop. Hold on, stop. Hey, hey. All right. Got that fixed. Now we're coming out on the little spur here that we pulled off on with our little spot. Not too bad. A little rocky, a little ruddy. Some big old puddles. Wonder how far back this goes. Gary, stop. Stay away from the mud. Looks like that's a normal spot for a puddle, as people have taken a roundabout way of getting around it. So we're going to walk down this road a little bit more. I haven't seen anybody out here. I've seen one truck go by. I have not seen anybody else. So I don't know if it's just too muddy for people, but I have not been down this road before. So I'm curious as to how far it goes. Looks like it gets pretty rocky though. Again, there's a lot of things we could do on in the Jeep that I just won't do in the Bronco Sport because we got half the ground clearance, and it's only a few months old. I don't want to bang it up too much. We haven't even had our first service yet. So, more camping, possibly. Ouch! Well, that was me almost going down. And our first patch of snow. Want to play in the snow gear? Huh? Want to play in the snow? Want to have a snowball fight? Oh, wow. That tree has seen better days. It's still alive though. It's got a lean to it, but it's still alive. Nice and green at the top. Huh. That's pretty cool back here. Alright, so I'm gonna walk him a little more, and I'll pick you back up if I see something interesting, or we're just about back to the Bronco. And it looks like down at the end of this little spur here, we have a tank. It's basically just a watering hole for animals. Decent sized one. You're not allowed to camp. I think it's within a quarter mile of one. So I think where we're parked and where that big camp spot is legal as far as the tank goes. I think we've walked more than a quarter mile. But again, I'd have to look at the maps to see if you can still camp out here. The Forest Service keeps changing everything, primarily because of the way people leave the area. Got to pack it in and pack it out. Looks like the road keeps going, but I don't know how far. This is as far as we're going. We'll go over and take a look at this little pond here. I don't know what tank it is. Most of them have names, and they're on the maps. And they're usually naturally fed with rain and snow. Don't go in the mud. Hey, good job of listening. No. So, pretty cool. Little patches of snow back there. So this is basically snow and rain fed. During the summer, sometimes they will bring in trucks but I don't know how often that happens and where it happens. Come on, let's go. All right, we're gonna head back to the Bronco. A little bit of a walk. I'm gonna stay on the road this time, and we'll pick it back up and say goodbye once we get by the Bronco. Well, I closed this video out and forgot to mention that this is the first video with the new camera. Now, the last video was the last video with the Osmo 3. And this one is the first one with the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. Now, I have played with it at home, and I like the features on this, but it did come with some problems. Problems being that it compresses, I forget what it is it the H265, I think it is? And my computer didn't have the codec for that. I believe that's the proper term. I have forgotten more about computers than I ever knew, and I used to build them. Anyway, this one doesn't give you the option of the 264 or 265 like the Action 3 did, and I guess the 4 also. This one just does it in 265. So I had to download the proper codec, and then my editor wouldn't see it. It didn't accept it. So now I'm learning a whole new, I just tripped, a whole new editor. So we'll see how that goes. This will be the first video with this camera and the first video edited with the new editor. So hopefully it all comes out. Should be interesting. I don't learn new things well anymore. And the breeze is picked up, so now I can check and see how this microphone is. Anyway, just wanted to mention that this is the first one with the Action 5 Pro and the first one with my new free editor. And I forget what the name of it is. It's Adobe something. Huh. See, the memory just isn't what it used to be. I'll put it on the screen. But it was free. I am a low budget, as you can tell, creator, and I use that term loosely. So that's about it. Just wanted to mention that. Let me know how you like this camera. Seems like a really nice camera, much better than the 3 was. And of course my 1 is dead. But so hopefully moving forward, the quality of the video will be a little better. Probably not the quantity, but or quality of the actual video. You know what I mean. So, what do you have to say to your fans, Gare? Huh? Say thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. As always, thanks for watching.